Hello, friends. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. How is everyone doing today? How are you all? Um, it is just a little after 7:30 here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Andrew will not be joining us unless he pops in the comments. I don't know. I don't know what his schedule is. Um, Andrew left for Aramont. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. Yesterday was a long day for him especially, but also for me. I feel like so much happened yesterday. Um, so Andrew, let me get myself situated here for story time. Andrew, um, hey Susie, thank you for joining us today. If you're out there, please say hi. I don't know how many people are going to join us today. I don't know how many people like ceramic beads. I know I do. These ceramic beads we're going to have today are mostly Chinese ceramic, and we're selling them mostly bead by bead, so that you don't have to buy a whole strand or a whole bunch of them at once. You can just buy the number that you want up to whatever we have available. We find a lot of people like it that way, so we do loose gemstone sales sometimes. We do other loose artisan beads, sometimes loose uh, lampwork glass, things like that. And today is going to be mostly loose Chinese ceramic, vintage Chinese ceramic. And if you don't know, there is this thing when somebody in our industry mentions Chinese anything, there's often, like when they talk about Chinese turquoise, there is real turquoise from China and it's beautiful. But what a lot of people do is they call dyed howlite as Chinese turquoise. And it really gives a bad impression of things from China. And so this is vintage Chinese ceramic. This is well-made stuff. It's beautiful. It's whimsical. There's a lot of color, a lot of hand detailing done on these beads. They are really lovely. If you've seen them before from us, you already know. But if you've not seen them before, please don't think of this as, the cheap stuff from China that people always talk about these days. That's not what this is. These are beautiful beads. They are inexpensive. We are bringing the price down pretty nicely for you all. We don't mark these up a whole lot. So these are things that we've had in our collection for many years. They do classify as vintage. They're probably from the 80s, somewhere in there. So now that's further away than I like to believe, since I'm from the 80s too. But yeah, these are beautiful beads, and we hope you enjoy them. Mary Jane is here. Hello, Mary Jane. Norma has tuned in. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us today. So Andrew left yesterday for Aramont. I had to think what day it was. And sorry if my voice is, I've had a gravelly voice all day. And I've been taking, I've had a cough and gravelly voice, and it's not, I don't feel like I'm getting sick, but I feel like my throat is irritated. And I think that's from my odd sleep schedule. I think it's from it being so dry. I am so dried out right now. It's been very cold out and very dry outside, is, like the air is dry, but also because it's been so cold, the furnace here in the house has kicked up quite a bit, and it's just drying me out. My lips are dry. I was getting cracked lips actually, and I drink a lot of water. I drink like one of these a day, and I'm still getting cracked lips, and my fingers are drying out. So I have some tea here by my side, and I have some water here, but sorry if my voice is gravelly. I'm hoping I'll last this entire live, but if it starts to get too much, we'll cut it short. But so Andrew left yesterday. He was planning to leave around 5 a.m. And he got involved in doing things. We were shut down at the store all weekend. I didn't open the store at all this weekend. I could have opened on Sunday, but they were calling for, at one point, they were calling for a bad snowstorm to come through here at about 1 p.m. And I didn't want to be already up there and kind of get trapped up there and have to, decide how I was going to get home. And so That storm then moved to about 7 p.m. last night, so I could have gone up, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because around the same time I would have been passing through a particular area, there was a head-on collision in Johnstown that shut down both roads that I usually take to get home. So whether I would have been around that area right when the collision happened, or I would have just been trying to use those roads to get home, it would have been not so good. So the main reason when we close the store, sometimes, it is for our safety, for my safety driving up there and back, but it's also for the safety of the people going out. I went up to Johnstown on Friday, and I had some errands to run, but we closed the store, and I was glad, because when I got done driving those errands, I was worn out because of how the road conditions were. So we don't really want people trying to come to the store, and if something happened to somebody because they were trying to come into the store and just, even if it's always your own volition to come into the store, right? We're not dragging you in, but if something happened to somebody, we'd feel terrible. So we closed the store down all 3 days, which means there was absolutely no possibility of income from the store those 3 days. And so Andrew felt bad about that. So he got started on working on some projects. And so he was supposed to leave at about 5 a.m. on Sunday morning so that he would beat most of the weather that was coming through that area that he'd be driving through, because he was driving through West Virginia, Virginia, and Tennessee. And he didn't get a chance to leave until about 9:30 because he was working on things which set him behind in his packing. So doing laundry, and then he had to pack up for the things that he's going to use there. He's doing a residency at Aramont right now, which is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And that means he gets to use their equipment and use their tool time and use their facilities to explore his craft. And so he took some enameling things that he had pre-made, which is another thing he was working on. And he took his powder coating supplies, some of his powder coating supplies. So he's going to be using that time to work on some projects down there. And he drove what was supposed to take about 7.5 hours, I think ended up being 10.5 hours. I believe he missed check-in, he missed orientation, but he's been there before, so that wasn't such a big deal. Luckily, when he got there, people were still there to show him to his dorm, his room. He had a harrowing drive through snow, slush, ice, rain. It was quite the adventure for him. So he made it safely, though, last night. I can't even remember what time he made it in, but it was probably around, I actually don't know, because I went to the store to get groceries, and throughout all this, I was calling him and he was calling me to help him stay awake, because of course he did not sleep for about the 36 hours at least before he left. So he was going on probably close to 48 hours of no sleep. So I was calling him and we were talking, and it's always, the last like 30 minutes that's the hardest of any trip, because you're almost there. Your body knows you're almost there. Have you ever gotten close to home and your body knows it and you have to go to the bathroom really bad? That's kind of what Andrew does, except he wants to fall asleep at the last 30 minutes of any trip. So I knew that. I was making lasagna last night. So while I was making the lasagna and cleaning the kitchen a little bit, I was talking him through and forcing him to tell me stories about what he's seeing and what's going on while he's driving, and just to keep him aware and alert and help him keep himself occupied, his brain occupied, so he didn't shut down. But he made it there, and he said he was going right to sleep, but I don't think he did. He was so tired when he got there, but I think he ended up hanging out with some people when he got there, because he was talking about they were doing some kind of question and answer and hanging out. So I have not heard from him. The only thing I've heard from him today is he asked if some of his packages arrived here at the house. but I don't know what he's doing. If he's been on social media, I haven't seen it yet, because I've been doing things all day too. But so I was up. I went to bed because I knew he was trying to leave it around 5 o'clock. So I went to bed around 1 that night because I didn't know if there was more he needed me to help him with. And he finally said, "You can go rest." So around 1:30 or so, I went to bed that night, and then I got up around 5:30 and I checked because sometimes he sneaks out without saying goodbye. He's one of those sometimes. So um, I got up around 5:30 and I heard noise still happening here. I said, okay, he must be getting ready, finalizing what he needs to do. And then again, we found out he wasn't going to be able to leave yet. And so I was up until about 9:30, 10, well, 9:30 with him until he got out the door. I drove him up to the cottage because I knew he was tired. So I drove him up there. He got packed up. I did some things up there, some packing and shipping while I was waiting for him. And then um, he took off. And then I was up for about another hour or two, um, just kind of deciding if I was staying awake or not. I had some food and I was too tired. And so I went back to sleep and I slept in yesterday. And that was probably not great. I mean, it was good because I needed the sleep, but it was not great because it threw off my whole schedule for today. Last night, I didn't get to bed until about 5 in the morning because I had taken that little nap in between and it kept me awake all night. And then I slept in longer than I wanted to today. And so I got up, I went up to the cottage to check on things, check on this pellet stove and all that. And the roads were terrible. They weren't too bad up there, but they were not, it's still snowing, so they were getting worse and worse. And so I took some pellets up there, filled up the pellet stove, grabbed a few things that I needed up there that I've run out of here for packing and shipping at the house, because that's what I've been doing, packing and shipping and wrapping things here at the house to try and keep things going so I don't have to be at the cottage through all the bad weather. And so I went up there and grabbed some more things because I'm dwindling down on some of the things I had here to kind of wrap up and get together. And I'm going to work on getting some of y'all's packages. I've got some nice packages getting ready for some of you out there. So that's what I've been trying to work on. I went to Walmart today because I ran out of packing tape. I ordered some online, but it's not here yet. It's not going to be here for a few days, and I am out. So I ran to Walmart to grab one roll, and then I needed cat litter, so I got cat litter, and then I got some cat food, and I've been thinking about. Well, let me read some comments here. Mary Jane says, "OMG, glad he made it safely." Yes, he did. Michelle says, "Wow, that's scary during bad weather." It is. It was scary. I told him he probably should take the car, but then he's like, "No, you're going to definitely need the car." And I'm kind of glad he did because he said once he gets down there, the weather's supposed to be okay. But I guess they're getting ice, is what my aunt said. So I don't know. Um, but I'm glad he did take the van because down there it should be better than up here. Because I had to go to Walmart today, and I was slip sliding in the all-wheel drive. So I took it very slow coming home, and the roads were only getting worse and worse. Um, Mary just says, "OMG, yes, been there. It's an awful feeling." Oh yeah, when you have to go to the bathroom or something when you're near home or falling asleep near the end of your trip. Norman says, "The snow and ice storms across Kentucky and West Virginia were ugly yesterday. I'm so glad he made it okay. I haven't left the house." Yeah, I guess they were pretty bad. Michelle said he did a video. Okay. We just know he made it there. He did a video. Yeah, he shared some pictures. I did see the pictures he shared of his morning walk this morning, but I have not seen any videos. So that shows you, like, I've just been busy. I have not been. You think I would know what he's doing before anyone, but mostly most people know things before me a lot of times because he posts on social media more than I get individual posts because he assumes I'll see it there too, but I don't always. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. And while I was at Walmart, I've been having these ideas of working with fibers. I've been talking about this a little bit. So I ended up getting, I don't know, we probably have 100 of them somewhere. I don't know where they are. So I got a crochet needle and I got a skein of yarn. and I'm going to try to see if I can teach myself crochet. I see my mom might be watching over on Instagram. She crochets, so if nothing else, I can get her to maybe show me. It's not like I don't also have a plethora of people around here who crochet around me. But I've been thinking about that, and it's something that I tried before and I didn't get right away. And I'm one of those people that sometimes it makes Andrew a little bit insane, but I tend to pick things up pretty quickly when we do classes and stuff, and usually quicker than him. There's my mom says I'm here. She's on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. So I got a crochet needle. I got a skein of yarn. I'm going to see if I can learn to crochet. I'm going to try and watch some YouTube and see if that helps. If not, I may be recruiting your help. The thing is my mom crochets left-handed because she's left-handed. And I do a lot of things left-handed, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that I'll be able to crochet left-handed. Maybe better. But I once had people try to teach me how to crochet, and it did not go well. So I did that. And then I've also had this thing where I've wanted to learn embroidery. And, like embroidery on the little round things. So I picked up this beginner embroidery thing, and I don't know the first thing about it really. I have watched people do it, but never from the very start. So apparently this thing is printed with a pattern, and I'm gonna embroider over it, and I'm gonna see if I can get myself to do this. My mom says I learned off a right-hander, so we can get you going, and that'll be good, maybe. Michelle says, I learned both as a kid. Now I can't remember it. Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Charlie's on Instagram too. Thanks for joining us over there. Yeah. So I'm going to try, because I have this thing I've had this thing for a long time in my head that I want to learn fibers. And I don't know if these are the kind of things that I want to learn. Embroidery's been in my mind for a while. Crochet is one of those things I'm not sure. I may be more wanting to learn to knit. I don't really know. But I'm going to try. I hear crochet is usually easier for people. Usually. My mom says, I got bins of yarn. I think we do too somewhere, but I picked up a skein because I didn't want to try to find ours. It might be in the attic. Now that I'm thinking about it, we might have tons of yarn in the attic, but we may have also given it away. I don't remember. Charlie says, embroidery and crochet sound like fun. I just started embroidery. I can help with knitting, says Charlie. Nice. We're going to be beginner buddies. Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can do embroidery. I don't know. And crochet. We'll see what happens. I'm not a patient person when I'm learning new things if they don't come quickly, but I'm trying to get better at that. I've been trying to also in the new year here read more, like physical reading. I'm on a Kindle. It's not a real book, but I'm on a Kindle. But I'm trying to take the time every night to read for a little bit, because I've been terrible at that in the past. And I'm really trying to, because I'm impatient, and it's often been easier for me to listen to audiobooks than to actually sit down and read. But they talk about so many advantages to actually sitting down and reading. So for your brain and your overall health. So I'm going to try a little bit at the end of my evenings to sit down before I go to bed and read a little bit. And so hopefully I'm going to get into a pattern. The goal is to get into a pattern of winding down by crocheting or embroidering. And then as I get sleepy, to go into the bed and read a little bit and then fall asleep. And hopefully that will make my falling asleep time easier. That's the goal. Trying to wind down my brain in a way that makes sense. Although if I really get into embroidery and crochet, I can imagine that that's going to be creatively sparking my brain. So I don't know. I don't know how that's all going to work out. My mom says, I always wanted to learn to knit. Maybe we'll learn to knit together. Who knows? Who knows? You got lots of yarn. Maybe we'll pick up some knitting needles and watch some YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what all you can make with crochet. Like, can you make sweaters with crochet? I don't know all this stuff. I know you can make scarves. I know you can think you can make like beanie caps, right? And hats. I don't know if you can make sweater. Can you make a whole sweater with crochet? I don't know. These are the kind of things that I kind of want to learn though. And don't worry, I'm not going to try and knit or crochet a sweater first thing, but I'll be lucky to get a potholder or something, but we'll see. Angela's here, says cold here in coastal California, wind advisory, but no snow. That's good. There's no snow. We've got wind advisories. We've got advisories all over the place. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I don't know what the temperature. It's 23 out there right now here in Western Pennsylvania. Let's see. What's it? Come on. There it is. 22 right now. And we've got a winter storm warning until 9 p.m. But it's saying the heaviest of the snow has moved east of the region. That's good. Because it was snowy out there today. It was definitely snowy out there today. But welcome, Angela. Thanks for hanging out with us today. My mom says that'd be fun. Yeah, it would, right? Michelle says, sometimes I do kumihimo before sleeping. It's very relaxing. I do love kumihimo too. That was one of the first things in fibers I've tried. And I never got really past the very basic kumihimo braiding. There's like a very basic one that's kind of, up, down, left, right, and you just braid that. But I know there are so many different kinds of knotting techniques for kumihimo. And if you don't know what a kumihimo is, it's a Japanese braiding technique. And you use discs or squares, and they have numbers on them, and you can do different patterns using the numbers, or you can just kind of do the basic one. And you can add beads to it. If you kind of think glasses lanyards, that kind of when they're braided like that, that's kind of what kumihimo is. You can make those very easily with kumihimo. Suzanne says, I'm here late, but here was at an interfaith service for the New Year's Day victims. Yeah, that's a lot going on down there for you, and I did get your email, and I'm thankful for that we can help. But I hope you're doing okay. I know it's hard. It's hard. Susie says, look at Cheryl's page. She does beautiful crocheting. I know. That's one of the reasons I picked this up, is because I saw her basket. That basket that she did, I loved it. And so she's been sparking my interest quite a bit lately. And I have friends who, they do the embroidery, and I forget who it is. Maybe some of you know her. One of my friends out there in the world, I'm blanking now why or who, for I think is it every day of every month? Is it every day? I think it's every day. She embroiders a little something that reflects that day. And then at the end, she has this big crocheted thing that has all these different things. And she kind of groups them in sections by month. But it's every day something that, sparked her that day. Maybe it's every week. I don't know if it's every day or every week. But she embroiders something that was reflective of that day or that week. And at the end, she has a whole year's worth looking back of all these little things that are so cool. And that really started putting it in my mind that was something that I wanted to try to do. So we'll see. I'm very good at getting ideas that I want to do things. I'm not always so good at the follow through of these things. So we'll see how well I follow through. I feel like if I can get just one thing started, really, it should help snowball the rest of them. That's the goal. So I needed some things from my William Tries Things page on Instagram and Facebook. Because I haven't been trying a lot lately, so I needed some things to do that I try new things. That's my page. If you don't know, I'm on Facebook on William Tries Things, and on Instagram, William Tries Things. And mostly it has to do with pottery and new things I'm trying in pottery. But I wanted to try some different things. So hopefully in 2025 here, we'll get some new things going. I feel like I have this idea that 2025 could be a very hectic, um, different kind of a year. And so, hey, Julie, thanks for joining us on Instagram. Sorry, I have to look this way for Instagram. So, hi, Julie, thank you. So I don't know what 2025 is going to bring, but I'm trying to throw myself into things that are going to make me happy and hopefully keep myself from getting too anxious, and things that I can throw myself into that can help take me out of some of the things that who knows what we'll be thinking about and dealing with and all that. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a great year, but I'm also hoping to make it a great year by filling it with things that I enjoy. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And these are things that I've thought for many, many years that I would like to do. And I just never, I kept telling myself I wasn't patient enough to learn these things, or I'm not creative enough to learn these things. And, you know, having taught people in the store and doing more classes with people and telling them that, yes, you are creative, even when you say you're not, I have to kind of take my own advice a little bit and give myself permission to mess up, but permission to also take the time to learn. Michelle said, oh yes, I need to add more pics. I just made new items I am trying. Nice. Please do add them. Yeah, so that's what's been going on here. Bead in the New Year is happening. Have you all been following? Have you all been doing Bead in the New Year? Today is Opposites Attract. Use something you normally never use in your design today. How you like my mug? I love this mug. It reminds me of Barnaby. It's my Barnaby mug. That's from Gina Chalfant in Pittsburgh. If you don't know Gina's work, you should look her up, because she's an excellent, awesome person and a very good friend. And I love her mugs. They're just beautiful, I think. And we have a number of them. Angela says, knitting, crochet help me with anxiety. That's what I'm hoping. And that's what so many people say. I think it's always made me more anxious because I couldn't get it right away. I couldn't feel like I could pick it up right away. So just the learning of it used to make me more anxious. But I think once you get it, it's one of those things that can really help. I know my mom used to do it in the evenings. I don't know if you still have done it much, Mom. I haven't heard of you doing it much. If she's still out there watching, but I know it helped her kind of calm down. Let's see. Michelle says it's the hubby's birthday and he got approved for his surgery. We just have to wait for the paperwork to go through. Well, congratulations. That's a good birthday gift, to be approved for that, since he needs that. And hopefully things will get approved quickly. The paperwork will go through quickly. Do you have a date set, or is that what the paperwork's about? Sorry, as I said, my throat's been a little bit dried out today. I woke up with a sore throat, but I think it was a sore throat from just being so dry. I don't feel sick. And so, but I still boosted myself with a ton of vitamins and all that good stuff. And so I have a little bit of tea to hopefully keep my throat going through this live. My mom says, slowed down because of my hands, but been feeling better lately. And I was wondering if you were going to pick it back up because you've been saying that your hands have been better on your new diet. Mary Jane says, congrats and happy birthday to him. Michelle says, no date yet, waiting on insurance, but they are fast. That's good. You're one of the first people I've heard say that insurance is fast. So that's good that your insurance is fast. But yeah, so that's what I went out to Walmart and I picked up. Mostly I was getting packing tape. I could have got it from Dollar General right here in town, but their tape is like, there's like hardly any tape on a roll. So I'm like, I'll go to Walmart and I'll go pick some up. We don't like to shop too much at Walmart, but sometimes for that kind of stuff, that's the only place you can get it around here. And so while I was there, I got my crochet stuff. I got one crochet needle and a skein of yarn to start trying it out. Actually, no, I got 3 crochet needles because I got these bamboo needles because they didn't have the size. I was looking for a metal one and they didn't have the size that was supposed to match up to the yarn. So I just got the bamboo one. So hopefully that works okay. And I forgot that I got that. And then I got the embroidery little kit. It's supposed to be a beginner kit. We'll see. I don't know. I'm like at the beginning. I have never done it ever before. So I've only ever seen it being done in person once. So, and I've not watched any YouTube videos really on it. So this is all new. But I had to get cat food and cat litter and all that good stuff. And socks, because socks disappear. I don't know where socks go. If anybody can tell me where socks go, that would be nice. But I always seem to be buying socks and we never seem to ever have socks. I'm wearing 2 different socks today. Actually, to be completely honest with you all, because I got so tired of looking for the match to this one sock, I just threw on another sock. So I got socks, and that was pretty much. I have lasagna left over from yesterday, so I'm gonna have lasagna. I had lasagna for lunch. I'm gonna have lasagna for dinner. Actually, I'm probably gonna have a salad. I got some salads yesterday. Some of those bag salads that are quick, and I'll probably have mostly that for dinner since I had my lasagna for lunch. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining us. Angela says, remember Madame D, who knitted through the French Revolution, the best of times and the worst of times. I don't know that. Suzanne says, I'd like to crochet a hat. I think my mom did some hats for us at one point. Andrew likes a good hat. So I think she did some of those. Michelle says, yeah, it was the end of November. He got approved for his surgery consult. Today he saw the surgeon and they're pretty fast. That's good. Suzanne says, Cinnamon can say where the socks go, but she won't tell me. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know where the socks go. So I bought new socks because I just got tired of it. Probably Andrew took some on the trip and, you know, and I've worn holes. I wear holes in socks like nobody else, I think. I don't know how that happens, but I don't know how I walk funny or do whatever I do, but Andrew can have socks for years and years and years. And I wear a pair for like, over the course of 6 months and I have holes in my socks. So that's the other thing. A lot of my socks do get ruined. Anyway, look at that. It thinks I'm thumbs upping. I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm just drinking my tea. So did you design something with something you never normally use in your jewelry today? That's the bead in the new year calendar prompt for Monday today. To use something you wouldn't normally use. Opposites Attract is the title of that one. If you did, we hope you'll share it in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group on Facebook, or tag us in social media so that we can see it and share it in our stories and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's today's prompt. Tomorrow is get in touch with your inner child. Make something that would have made your younger self happy. I think that's a fun prompt. When I was coming up with these, I was trying to change it up a little bit from in the past years. And some of these are the same, but I think that one's a little bit different. What would have made your younger self happy to have designed and to have done? So I think that's a fun one, and I'm excited to see what people do with that one. Yeah. So what else are you all doing? How was your weekend? What did you all do? Did you do anything? I know Norma said she stayed in. Anybody go out and do anything fun? We mostly stayed in a lot and got Andrew ready for his trip. But I do have... Andrew made some kumbu, I believe it's pronounced, kumbu. I might be butchering that, and I apologize. I do not speak Korean. Kumbu earrings, and they are beautiful. So I'm going to show you those. He made a few pairs of those, and they're available in the Allegory Gallery website, on the Allegory Gallery website. They are $78 a pair. They are made out of fine silver and 24 karat gold. And so I'm going to show you those in a little bit when we flip the camera around. And did I bring? I did. I forgot. One of the reasons I started late, I was making tea, but I also forgot the bag of goodies that I was going to show you today. So I did get that. Oh, and I also bought Sharpies at Walmart today, but I think I forgot those downstairs. So we're going to hope that my Sharpies up here work. Angela says, I tried metal stamping today. Love to hammer. Nice. Metal stamping can be really fun. I haven't done it in a while. Are you stamping letters and words? Or are you stamping patterns? What were you working with today? And I'd love it if you posted what you tried in the William Tries Things page, or my group is called The Triers. It's linked on the Facebook page. If you go to William Tries Things, join me there. But we also have a group called The Triers, and you can post things that you're trying new in there. I love to see what people are trying. You can also post that in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group, because I'm sure everyone there would love to see it. But yeah, metal stamping can be really fun. I do like hammering. It is fun, right? But I just don't do it. I don't do that a lot. I'm not a big noisemaker, I guess. Some people love that. I'm not necessarily one of those people. So that's why I'm trying to get into these quiet crafts a little bit. But I'd love to see what you made, what you're working on. What else did everyone do? Anybody try anything new lately? Anybody got plans for this new year? That's one thing we haven't asked really. Did any of you set intentions for the new year? We don't like to say resolutions or goals, but intentions. Did anybody set intentions for this new year? I'm trying to try more things. That's my intention, is to try more of the things that for years I've been telling myself I would like to try, but I've just put off because I'm either too lazy to do it, too lazy to learn something new, which happens because I get tired a lot from the work that we do. So maybe it's not lazy as much as tired, but some of it's lazy. I don't want to put the extra effort in sometimes, to be 100% honest with me, with myself, and with you. But I'm trying to do more of the things that over the years I've told myself I would like to do. Because, I'm realizing that, while the business grows and sometimes things are easier than other times, there is, I put a lot off thinking I'm going to do it when we have free time, or when we retire maybe, but who knows whenever that's going to be and what condition I'm going to be in when that happens. So I'm trying to make time, and that's kind of my intention, is to make more time for the things that I would like to do, that I've been thinking about doing for a long time and just never have tried, or tried once and really, half tried, instead of actually, giving it the good college try, as they say, right? Michelle says, I actually did not. I just live day by day. Every day is different for me, so I don't put pressure on myself. Yeah, you have a lot of things that you're dealing with, and I totally understand that. I often live that way as well, and I am finding that I am not getting to the things that I think will make me happier doing that. So I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive, because for a long time, I did that. I lived day by day, did the things I needed to do in that day, tried to do some extra things, but I think it's not getting me to where I would like to be so much. So I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive about, making a little bit more planning, trying to come up with some things, and pushing myself to, give myself that extra, even if it's 10 minutes, just instead of scrolling on my phone saying, you know what, now would be a good time to, even if it's just watch a YouTube video about crochet, or now would be a good time to, do that thing. Like, I was in bed the other night and I was scrolling on my phone and I said, why don't I just sit down and read? Why don't I'm doing this? I'm not really getting anything from this scrolling. There's a book that I'm half into and I'm really actually interested in it, but instead I scroll most nights instead of actually reading. So I put down my phone and I picked up the Kindle and I started reading, and I read for like, it's probably an hour and a half, which is very unlike me because I have a very hard time usually calming my mind enough to read. And it was a struggle, and I did go back and read a few pages over because I realized I wasn't actually taking anything in that I was reading. But I've been trying to be more intentional on those things. So Michelle has not set any intentions. Has anyone else set any intentions this new year? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. This is supposed to be back and forth, y'all, not just me talking. So if you've joined in, thank you for joining, and please add to the conversation and hang out with me, and let's drink some tea and chat with each other for a little bit. I promise I'll get to the selling show soon, but I know most of you, well, I know you come here for the selling show too, but I know you don't all come here just for the selling show. I know some people come here just for the chat. So, yeah. Anybody got any plans? I can talk about what everybody's doing for dinner. What are you having for dinner? That usually is a question that people answer pretty easily. But yeah, I'd rather chat a little bit than just jump into the selling show after I talk about me so much. But Andrew, like I said, he's in Aramont right now, and he probably will not be joining us unless he pops in. Suzanne says, stay warm, trying to stay warm. That's a good thing to try to do, right? It's cold out there. Michelle says, I did find somebody who uses AG items on YouTube just recently. That's good. We have found a few people too. Our new friend Joey, she just started putting things out there. I think that's how you say her name. She did some videos on us that we've posted in our stories and shared. So hopefully you've all checked out her YouTube channel. Danielle Wicks, she's been doing some things with us, which is really good. If anyone else sees anyone, please share them with us because we do not always get told. And we do searches every once in a while, but the thing is because we are Allegory Gallery, when we search, we get a lot of our own stuff that pops up, and we don't always see other people. Michelle says, yes, Joey. Yeah, we shared her stuff in our stories, and I think I shared it in the group on the timeline, but maybe not. I'll have to take a look. She wrote and said she was going to do things, but if she wrote to tell us that she actually published the video, I never saw it. So it's been 2 weeks that she had published that video, and I didn't even know that she had published it. So we finally saw it. I felt so bad because we would have watched it earlier and shared it earlier, but yeah, we didn't get a chance to. But we saw it now, and we're trying to let people know and have people go over and check it out. She did a really great job. She made 2 beautiful projects using our components, and so that's great. Suzanne had beef and broccoli leftovers. Nice. I'm having lasagna leftovers and some salad. I feel like I'm really craving salad right now. Really craving salad right now, and I don't know why, but that's the way of it. Susie says, I think I need a pair of Andrew's earrings that he just made. The Kumbu earrings, I'm going to show them here when I flip the camera around. They're beautiful. They are fine silver, and I'll talk a little bit more about this, but they've been rolled and pressed. So in the rolling mill, the silver was rolled with a pattern, and then they're reticulated, which reticulation, I had to ask Andrew because I always forget what it is, but it's apparently when you heat the surface of the silver and it becomes almost liquid-like and it becomes this kind of wavy. So he rolled it, he reticulated it, and then he took fine silver dust, powder dust, and it's not soldered. It's fused it to the surface. So it's multiple different kinds of patterns. And and then you heat it up and you put 24 karat gold that fuses into the silver. The gold and the silver fuse at similar points. So the two metals kind of become one, and they're fused into the surface. And then he used he patinated them with a patina to make them like a dark gunmetal color. So they're really, really pretty. They're $78, and that's, I think, a steal. If you look up Kumbu stuff, for the most part, it's very expensive generally, because it is generally fine silver and 24 karat gold. So they are about, I think, 3/4 of an inch, little rounds, and you put them on gunmetal ear wires. They're beautiful. My mom says, I made a low carb chili, basically lots of veggies and meat and no beans. Nice, nice. I know you can't do the carbs too much. I think I would miss beans, but you also do meat. So I guess that would be taking the place of the beans for us. Anne says, I was glad to see Andrew made it okay. Scary drive. Yes, it was a scary drive. It was. And like I said, I had to talk him through some places, and he was calling me and I was calling him and just checking on him. And we talked for an hour and a half at a time, just to keep him going and give him some energy. But he made most of it on his own, because I hate to always bother. I don't like him fussing with his phone too much and just calling him sometimes. So unless he called me, I did call him at one point and then he called me back, but I'm always hesitant to call him while he's driving, because I don't want him trying to fuss with the phone to answer the phone, even though the Vanit is pretty easy. Donna says, I'm so late. I was working on a knotted bracelet. Hello, William and AG Bead Fam. Hello, Donna. You are late, but that's okay. We're just chatting right now. Donna says, it's so cold here in central Alabama. Yeah, I bet. I know it's cold everywhere down around here right now. From here down to Tennessee. Even in Tennessee, it's only supposed to be in like the 30s, I think, for Andrew down there. Which I can't imagine that's normal. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I know Kentucky, we were worried about it. I don't think he had to go through Kentucky, but there was some bad weather in there, and Norma said it's been bad. Yeah. Michelle says, when Joey did the pearls video, she mentioned AG. Oh, good. She did a specific video right on us, too. She did a video on our components. If you didn't see that, check it out. It was about 2 weeks ago. I shared it in our stories, but I think it's probably been past 24 hours since I shared it. I can't even remember what's going on. Hello, Dale. Thank you for joining us. Are you home, Dale, or are you working tonight? Hopefully you're getting to relax a little bit. Donna says, right now the temperature is 29 with a wind chill of 19. Yeah, I think we're at 21 right now. And I don't know, usually they tell me what the feel like is, but they're not telling me that. So we're at 21. Our low is supposed to be 15 tonight. That's cold. That's cold. And that's what I keep saying. Because it's so cold out, our heater keeps turning on. And of course, thankfully, knock on wood, the heater's turning on. All the heaters are turning on, which I like. But I'm getting dried out. And I think that's part of why my throat was sore today. It's just been so dry. And poor Barnaby, he's been coughing so much because I think it's so dry in the house for him. We went outside a little bit today, and I shoveled the sidewalks while he roamed the back porch. And he was ready. By the time I was done shoveling, he was ready to go in. He was looking at me like, please let me in the door. Yeah, it's cold out there. It's cold out there. Dale says, I'm often relaxing and trying to stay warm. Good. I hope everybody is staying warm. Unless you're in the heat zone, then I hope you're staying cool. But most of us, I think in the AGB fam, are in the cold times right now. So hopefully you're all staying warm out there. Suzanne says, poor Barnaby. Yeah, poor Barnaby. He begged to go out. He begged and looked at me with his sad eyes. And so I let him out. And he was having a pretty good time out there, but he looks around and looks for stuff. But he can't see any of the moles or things with snow cover. So that's the main thing. He'll go out there and sit, and he'll watch watches in the backyard when it's just grass to see if he can see any moles going underneath. But with the snow cover, it's kind of a little bit boring for him. So he gets, not only is it boring, but it's cold. So he gets pretty impatient to go in pretty quickly, which is good because I'm ready to go in pretty quickly too. But yeah, so that's that. Let me flip this camera around, I guess, and we'll get started with things. I just want to chat tonight. I'm just being chatty. I just want people to chat because I don't really want to do a selling show tonight. But I'm going to. Gotta keep the business going, right? Can't just do what I want to do all the time. So let's flip this camera around. Hopefully you like the vintage Chinese ceramic. I know a lot of you do. And I think there's some new things in here. Some things you may have already seen if you watch our show often enough. But for the most part, I hope you'll like these. Let me get my lights, cameras, action. All right. Let's see. I brought these earrings home. So these are the Kumbu earrings. And these are fine silver originally. They were a bright, shiny silver that he put through the rolling mill to give a texture to, and then reticulated the silver using a torch, which again, reticulation is when you take the torch, heat up the surface, and it becomes like a wavy kind of watery kind of texture. And then he also, I don't know if you can see it so much. Some of them are, this one you can see more. He added some silver powder, and sometimes it forms into larger shapes, and added those to the surface. And then he put the 24 karat gold, and it is real 24 karat gold foil that he heats onto the surface using a special process. And each one is hand done. They are all different. I'm pairing them up as the best I can in pairs, but they do not look the same because of the nature of the process. And then he stamped, of course, AG on the backs for Allegory Gallery, and put on a gunmetal ear wire. Now, he said he knows that some people do not like these long dangly ear wires so much, so he's offered to switch out the ear wires. If I know where they are, I can switch them out. If not, it'll just wait till he comes home. But if you order them in the online store, you can let us know in the comments if you wanted to switch out the ear wires to a shorter ear wire instead of the longer ones. It would be a shorter, probably, my guess is it would be a lever back, because that's usually oftentimes what he uses if you want a shorter ear wire. I like them really long like this. I think they're really cool. And they are super duper light. Super light. And again, these are about 3/4 of an inch fine silver earrings with 24 karat gold. They're in our online store at allegorygallery.com, and you can get them for $78, I believe. $78. There are a limited number available. He's only got so much gold. He's working on melting some more things down to get some more gold. Some of you have helped him with that, so we appreciate that. But we're not rolling in the money, so yet, right? Yet, someday that'll all happen. But this way, he can use some of his gold and start to incorporate gold into his work. That's something that he's really interested in moving toward, and trying to do more and more things with gold. So your purchase of these will help him do that, and help him kind of move in that direction, and show that there's hopefully an audience for that direction. And also, like I said, He made these at the last minute. This is one of the reasons he was delayed in leaving, because he was making these because he felt bad that we had to close the store all weekend because of the weather, and he wanted to try and find a way to make up maybe some lost income. I don't know if anybody would have come to the store, but he felt bad about it, so he stayed awake extra making these instead of getting himself ready for Aramon. But that's the way he is. He gets anxious about things too. So there it is, 24 karat gold on fine silver. Oh, and then of course the reason these are dark is they're patinated with liver of sulfur is what he used on these to make them this beautiful dark gunmetal color with the bright gold, yellow gold. So that's available at allegorygallery.com. What do y'all think? You like the earrings? What do you think of them? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure he would like to hear what people think of the earrings. Hopefully y'all like them. Susie said she's looking at getting a pair. Let's see here. Let me get these back in the box. I'm going to put them more kind of attached here so that they don't. Suzanne says they're nice. Thank you. Yeah, I think they're really nice. I like them a lot. Michelle says those were so nice. Oh, Susie says I got mine. Thank you. Thank you. I have my do not disturb on, so I didn't see the order come in, but thank you. We appreciate that. Norma said the earrings are beautiful. Thank you. Pass that along to Andrew. Let him know that people liking what he's doing. Anne says I like them. Thanks. All right. Let me, of course, because I didn't see if I used this before. Finding something I've not used. Oh, there's one. We're going to use CD today. CD. CD1. So, if you're new and you don't know how this works, welcome and say hi, please. If you'd like to purchase from today's video, take down the lot number, which is, in this case, CD1. Send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. And please send a new email every time. Do not reply to an old email to send a new email, because you will not get anything or hardly anything. So send a new email every time for every item you'd like to purchase. Let me see here. Let me show you how this works. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we're going to do this. I have 4 of these available. They are going to be $1 each. And by each, this is actually, let me do that again. CD1, $1 per pair. And I have 4 pairs available. That's how this works. So this is the number available. This is the price per whatever. If there's nothing there, it's each. This one is $1 for a pair. And they are these beautiful Chinese ceramic beads. They're hand glazed, so all that's added on by hand. Julie says, beautiful. I love dark metal with gold. Me too. Me too. At first they were shining. I was like, oh, those are nice. And then he darkened them and I was like, ooh, those are even better. These are 16 millimeters by about 26.7. And let me see here. Let me get to my email. Make sure. All right. So we've got 4 pairs of these available, and they're $1 a pair. CD1. CD1. All right. And we're gonna do, I don't know, I pulled a lot today, but I think we're gonna do 30 lots today. Like I said, I'm a little bit, my voice is, I can feel it starting to fail a little bit. I'm trying to speak even more prominently than I normally have to. So we're gonna probably go to 30 tonight unless I get some extra energy. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. This is CD2, and these are also $1 a pair. And there are these. These little, they look like knots almost, like they're knots, but they're Chinese ceramic, vintage Chinese ceramic. And these beads are approximately 13.5 by 14.5. Beautiful. $1 a pair. Told you we're doing low prices on these. Low prices. We have a lot of stock of vintage Chinese ceramic that we bought out at one point. And I know we could probably charge more for these. And this is kind of showing these now is kind of, because we've shown many of these before over different shows and different things. After this, I might take these into the store, and if they go into the store, the price will go up on those. They'll go up to a regular retail. You know, you always get the best prices here on our lives generally. Donna says, I have those beads. Have you used them, Donna? Do you like them? If you use them and you like them, let us know. Okay. Okay, there are 4 of these. CD3. Not yet. She hasn't used them. This is CD3. These are $1 a pair as well. Aren't these cool? They look like Z agate. They're kind of in that kind of thought pattern. But these are vintage Chinese ceramic. They're all a little different. And these are approximately 35.5 by 12.5. CD3, $1 a pair. CD3, $1 a pair. And figure we like to break these down for you so that it's not, you don't have to buy a whole strand of these or a whole bunch of them at a time. That way, if you just want to make a pair of earrings with them, you can grab one pair. Whatever you'd like to do. Whatever you'd like to do. So what else is going on for everyone else out there? What's happening? Let me know what's happening in your world. Not many people are chatting. What's going on? Anybody doing anything this week? Anybody got any plans other than just trying to stay warm? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. There are 6 of these. They're $1 each. These are a little bit more ornate. We sold one of the CD3 pairs. Thank you so much. We've got 3 of them left. These are $1 each. There are 6 of them available. There are these little hand-glazed fishes. Super cute. Little fish beads. Said they're charming, right? I love these beads because they are super charming. They're all hand done. We say hand painted, but it's really hand glazed. These are about 17 millimeters by about 12.5 or 13. Suzanne says, my newly retired husband painted our bathroom. He got paint everywhere. I hope he got the paint everywhere it was supposed to be. But it sounds like he got paint in places it's not supposed to be. A for effort, though. A for effort, right? CD5. We sold one of the CD4s. Thank you so much. And let's see what comes out of my bag next. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16, 17. I think there are 18 of these available. And these are $1 a pair. Let's see here. And here are these CD5. Now the other ones actually had holes in them. These are painted black or glazed black to look like they're kind of holes in there, but these are all solid. And this is $1 a pair for these. CD5. We've sold some more of CD4 and more of CD4. Thank you. I think all CD4 has sold out. Thank you so much. This is CD5. These are approximately 15 millimeters by 15.5. And you get a pair for $1. Let's see, what's next? CD6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these available. 13 of these available, and they are $1 each. More requests for CD4. Sorry, those are all sold out. So these are $1 each. These are the more ornate. Look at how beautiful these little flowers are. Pink and blue and purple flowers with that gold kind of luster around them. And some little clouds in the sky. This beautiful blue background. So these are about 12 millimeters. Yeah, about 12 millimeter rounds. There are 13 of them available. They are $1 each. Super pretty. Get ready for spring. Get ready for Easter. Get ready for summer. Thinking of warmer times, y'all. Warmer times. These are super pretty. I like them a lot. CD6, $1 each only. All right, this is CD7. These are $1 each, and there are 2 of them available. And says, I wasn't chatty before because I had a cat in my lap and it was hard to type. He moved over now, so I have more room. I understand that 100%. 100%. All right, these are $1 each. And these are these little peaches. Little peaches. There's only 2 of them available. I've only got 2 of these left. And this is about 15.2 by 26.1 millimeters. It's about 15 by 26. And These are black with the gold and the peach. Beautiful beads. CD7. CD7. Let's see. We've almost sold out of CD6. I think we have 3 of them left. That was CD7, CD8. What do we have next? These are $1 each, and there are 6 of them available. CD8 are these. Beautiful deep blue color with these little flowers in them. I love when they do the flowers. They're so pretty. So by the bead holes, they've got flowers in blue, and then they've got these pink flowers running around the bead. And these beads are about 12 millimeters. There are 6 of them available. Vintage Chinese ceramic, $1 each. 6 of them available. CD9. Ba, ba, ba. 27 of these available. They are $1 each. Here they all are. That's it. Once these are gone, they're gone. Yellow and orange and peach or pink flowers. Beautiful yellow, pink, and orange flowers on the dark blue backgrounds with the kind of golden luster on them. These are about 12.5 millimeter beads. 12 to 12.5 millimeters. Beautiful vintage Chinese ceramic beads. CD9. Remember, each one of these was done by hand. That's a lot of work. I do little ceramics now. That's a lot of work to get that done. All different kind of glazes, little brushes, trying to layer that, not layer that actually. Suzanne says, pretty spring colors, right? I told you, when I saw these, I wasn't sure what I was going to do for the show tonight, and then I opened this drawer of these, and I'm like, these are some of the ones, these pretty spring-like ones, were some of the first I saw, and I'm like, yes, on a day like today, this is what I want to look toward. So this is CD9, 27 of them available, $1 each. CD10. So hopefully y'all are liking these. Some people are grabbing some. That's nice. Thank you so much for your support. We do appreciate it a lot. $1 each. 3 of these available. Mostly this is like the dollar show. I'm trying to, it's pretty much $1, whether it's a pair or each, depending on how ornate they are. There's a lot of things for $1 tonight. So hopefully you like that. Figured y'all might need a break. I know there are other things coming up too in the world. I'm aware. So we wanted to be a little bit easy on the wallets today. These are beautiful pink flowers on this light blue background. These I think are slightly larger Yeah, these are 14 millimeter rounds. There are only 3 of them available. And remember, on these things, when you submit, you can submit CD 10 times 3, for example, or CD 10 times 2. And I will give you up to the number that I can. If we sell out, that's just how when you claim multiples like this, especially in these shows, I will give you up to what's available when I invoice. So if people got to it before you and you wanted 10 of them, but there's only 6 available, I will invoice you for 6 of them. We never invoice you for more than you asked for, at least not on purpose, but we will invoice sometimes for less, just because we might run out. And this Chinese ceramic is oftentimes one of those shows. This one just sold out, thank you, where we often get people watching afterwards, because once they see that they're only $1, sometimes we get people filtering in after. What do I have next? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of these, and $1 each. That's a $1 each. I'm not trying to trick you. Not trying to trick you here. Floral themes are big on these beads, so I hope you like them. This is a closed bud and then an open flower. They're kind of joined together. You get a closed bud and then an open flower on this bead, which is really, really pretty. Lots of green and blue. And these are the larger size. I think these are 14. Now 13 and a half. 13 and a half. Vibrant colors, beautiful, vibrant colors. If you're getting ready for shows, it's not too early to start getting ready for your spring shows, right? So CD 11, $1 each, 6 of these available. Anna says, hello, AG fam. I'm late today, busy Monday. It has been a busy Monday. I was busy today too. Even though I kind of slept in because I got a late start. Well, I got to bed very late, or for some of you early, this morning. So I get it. It's been busy. Okay, these are $1 each, and there are only 2 of them. Glad you can make it here, Anna, though. We're doing mostly the dollar show tonight. Everything, almost everything, is going to be $1. Let's see if we get into anything else, but it's mainly the dollar show tonight. So $1 each, 2 of them available. This is one of the ones in the black again. They've got little hints of yellow, little yellow petals, and the pink flowers. Green on black. And these beads are about 17 and a half or so by 14. 17 and a half by 14. Here's my bag of bags. The bag these were in was way too big for these bags. CD12. One, two, three, four, five, 6. These are $1 each. And there are 6 of them. CD12 has sold out. Thank you so much. Let's see. CD10 has sold out. Thank you so much. We've sold 10 of CD9, so there are 17 of those available. I haven't even been keeping up. So sorry, everybody. I'm trying to keep up as much as I can on letting y'all know. These are super pretty white little peaches and flowers on a white background. These are CD13. Aren't those pretty? CD13, $1 each. These ones are approximately just about 15 millimeter rounds, 14.5 to 15 millimeter rounds, $1 each, 6 of them available. And we've just sold 4 of those, so we've got 2 left. Thank you so much. There's 5 of these, and they are $1 each. CD14, $1 each. These. So we had ones like this. They had the pink flowers and the blue backgrounds, but the other ones had green and blue at the top. These have the red and green at the top. So these are $1 each, and they are 14.5 millimeters approximately. 14 to 14.5 apparently. Some are a little bigger, some are a little smaller. They're all handmade, so they do vary a little bit in size. CD14, $1 each. 5 available. CD13 has sold completely out multiple times, so sorry, we've only gotten 6 of those. Sometimes with these dollar shows, you really got to act fast, right? We won't do this too often, but I'm giving you a really good deal tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, these are nice. $1 each. 7 of them available. Yeah, these would probably be $1.50 to $2.50 in the store each. Generally, is probably what I'll charge. So you're all getting a good deal on these. Because there's a lot of work that really goes into these. When you really look at them, there is a lot of work. So these are not round. They're kind of a lantern shape. And they have beautiful flowers. Kind of almost like a, almost like a fleur-de-lis kind of blue in there. I think those are birds. I think they're little hummingbirds on the flowers. Flying around the flowers is what that looks like. But they're really pretty. They might just be offshoots of the flower. They look like little birds on those flowers, though. There are 7 of these, and just generally they're about 13 by 13, about 13 millimeter, kind of lantern shape. CD15, $1 each. And it's funny how some of these like sell out, and some of them, like CD13 tried to sell a lot. Nobody wanted CD14 yet, right? You just never know. Yet being the key word, because who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I think sometimes the video is delayed too. Yeah, these are fun. There are 24 of these, and they are $1 each. All of 15 has just sold out. Thank you so much. These are the yin yang symbol on kind of this drum shape. It feels like a drum to me. But I like these little beads. These are 18.5 by 14.5. CD 16. Let me show you a few more of those so you can see what they're like. All hand done, hand glazed. Sometimes I say painted by mistake. It's glazed, but they paint the glaze on, right? CD 16, $1 each. 24 of them available. Those will make cool earrings, I think. CD 17. Ooh, here comes some pretty ones with colors, all different colors. $1 each. Sorry, my handwriting went wild there. They're $1 each. And these are super fun and super cute. They've got elephants. They've got elephants with tulips. You said it looks like a tulip. Does it look like a tulip to you? Looks like a tulip to me. With elephants with very long noses on those elephants. Super dang cute. I love how whimsical these are. And these are around 13.5 to 14 millimeters. Yeah, around 13.5 to 13.8. There are 8 of these available. Super cute. I think they're very charming. And I love that color green. I love that color green. CD 17. CD 18. Let's see here. There are 20 of these, and they are $1 each. And says those elephants are charming, aren't they? They're super cute. All right. Who likes snakes? I know some of you like snakes. Look at these little snakes. These little snake friends. Little snake friends. Their long tongues. I don't know if it's a snake. Is that supposed to be a turtle? Turtle friend? I think it's a turtle friend there. Looks like kind of a turtle. Separated, but it looks like a turtle to me. And then a snake friend. I don't know, they're really cute. I like those. And these ones are about 16 millimeters. Sometimes it's hard to tell what they were going for here. It looks like a turtle, and turtleneck, and then a snake friend. CD 18, $1 each. 20 of them available. CD 19. Let's see how many. Ooh, here come the monkeys. People love the monkeys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18 monkeys available at $1 each. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Monkey with the flowers. Super charming. Monkey face, monkey ears with the flowers. Vintage Chinese ceramic beads. These ones are approximately 12.5 millimeters. There are 18 of these little monkey ones available at $1 each only. At $1 each. CD 19. CD 20. These ones are $1 a pair, and there are 3 pairs available. So these are $1 a pair. They're fish. Little fish on there swimming around. I don't know what, with a flower, maybe? It's hard to tell. I think that's a flower on a branch, and then you've got a fish on there swimming around. So you've got, that's 3 pairs. They are $1 a pair. 13.5 millimeters. Those fish are quite cute. And there. $1 a pair, 3 pairs available. CD 20. We've sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the monkeys. So we have 13 of those available. We sold a pair of CD 20 so far, so we have 2 pairs of those available. Let's see here. There are 20 of these available, and they are $1 each. These are dragons. So there's a dragon head, and you can see the dragon body and all the dragon feet, the dragon tail. CD 21, $1 each. Pretty dang cool. I love how they always make the heads, like you saw those fish heads, they have the 2 eyes. They don't do the side profile of the heads so much. They've always got both the eyes showing. It's really charming in the way the artistry was done. They are $1 each. 20 of these available. CD 21 for anybody who likes dragons. Oh, and they are 14 millimeters. 14 millimeters. Those charming dragons. Alright, these are not Chinese ceramic, but these are cool. I'm going to just do them. I don't even know if we've shown these before. I'm going to do them for $1 a pair. I've got multiple lots available on these. I'm not going to count them all right now, but we've got a good number of these. These are these discs, and they are super pretty. I don't know who made these. Andrew probably would know if he were here, maybe. I don't think they're Chinese ceramic, but I'm doing them for $1 a pair. Hey, I think that's a really good deal. We've got multiple lots available, so if you'd like to request a bunch of them, I do have a whole bag of these in this color. Well, a small bag. And just to give you an idea, they're all different, but around 22 millimeters. And these would make great earrings if you're hanging them this way, or if you hang them this way, either way. But they'd give you kind of, you see the edge if you hang them that way. So CD22, $1 a pair. I think they're cool. I just love disc-shaped things. Disc-shaped beads, I love. CD23. Are more of these discs. CD23. Again, $1 a pair. And these are almost like a high gloss gunmetal chrome kind of look. I don't know how to. They're silvery gunmetal, and they're $1 a pair. These ones are a little bit probably smaller than the other ones, it seems like. These are about 19.5 millimeters. 19.9. This one's a bigger one, 21.2. But they are $1 a pair. I'll try and match up pairs the best I can, but they're all different. They're all going to be different. These are CD23, $1 a pair. Multiple lots available. I'm not going to count them all out now. Got a little bag of these too. So the number of pairs of the 22. So let's see if we sell some of the 23s. If you like those, if it was just the color, I don't know. CD24. What else do I have in here? What should I do next? Oh, those are nice. Let's do some of those. Sold a few pair of 23 as well. Thank you. These are $1 each. There are 10 of them available. CD24. I'm trying to see. This is like, looks like it's like a mountain, like a rock with a little mountain with orange on it. You got a little plant flower coming out of there. To make sure. Sometimes you have to flip them. Yeah, I think it goes this way. It's just kind of a cool little landscape there. And these beads are approximately 12 by 28 millimeters. 12 by 28. There are 10 of them available. $1 each. CD24. Donna says, I have one of those CD24 beads that I used to make a tassel. Really beautiful beads, right? And they have the orange. You could use that with like carnelian. You could use that with greens, with blues. Lapis would be really pretty. Emeralds. You can combine them with a lot of different things. They are beautiful. These are all beautiful beads. Like I said, sometimes when we say we're doing Chinese ceramic, people think of it as, you know, cheap. Just because that's, you know, how people think sometimes. But these are really nice. And these are inexpensive, but they are by no means cheaply made or cheap quality. They're nice ceramic beads. Now, I know some of you really like these every time we do them, so I'm going to show them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 14 of these at $1 each. These are big beads, bigger. Okay. CD 25. Oh, the other thing I didn't tell y'all, somebody mentioned they were watching season 2 of Squid Game on here, and Andrew was like, I don't know that he could, and he's like, I don't know if I could do it. It's a little bit intense. I started watching season 1 and I got hooked. That's also one of the reasons that I've been up late. I got hooked on watching that, and it's actually, it is kind of gory and all that, but it's actually an interesting thing. So these are $1 each. These are bigger beads. These are approximately 20 millimeters. And these blue and white, a lot of people love these. I have a feeling these might sell pretty quickly. Maybe, we'll see. You never know. CD 25, $1 each. $14 of them available. And CD 26. And says, my sister said she didn't think I'd like Squid Games too. Too mean, stressful, violent is why she usually tells me that. Yeah, that's why Andrew didn't really want to see it. And it is all of those things by far, but I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So I'm actually interested to see season 2 now. I kind of didn't like how season 1 ended, so I'm kind of interested to see how they go on it with season 2. This is CD 26. These are $1 each. These are these kind of pink and black and beige beads. And these are about 21.5 by 14, almost 15. They're kind of dimpled. If you can see, they have a dimple in the side, so they're wider. They've been pushed out, so they're about 14.5, 15 millimeters there. They're really cute. CD 26, $1 each. Let's see, CD 25. We've sold 8 of them so far. Thank you so much. There's 5 of them available? 6 of them available. And this is so cool, CD 26, right? I think so. Let's see here. CD 27. $1 each. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these available. CD 27. For those of you who like that kind of blue willow look. These are more fish, I think. Yeah, they look like those are fish. Super charming. I love these. Sometimes I get quiet because I'm just looking at them. I love the detail of those. Because now that I do pottery, it's kind of very interesting for me to look at these and wonder, like, they must use tiny brushes. And that's kind of really wild to me. These are about 14.5 by 24.5. And this is CD27. There are 8 of them available. And they're $1 each. And I think there's 2 fish on each one, right? 2 fish on each one. So if you wanted to go to Pisces with that, you definitely could. Coming up soon. My birthday coming up soon. CD28. If you liked 26, you're going to like 28 too. Maybe you want to grab those. They're $1 each. There's 2 of them available. I know some people grab 26. These could coordinate with 26. Let me show you what 26. These were 26, the smaller one. So these are 28. So if you got 26, you might like to grab that pair to go with. Grab 28 to go with it. These are dimpled again a little bit, so they're about 13 by 33. CD28. CD29. There are 6 of these, and they're $1 each. Good. Oh no! It don't want to come out of the bag, and then I dropped it. These are little vases. They're shaped like a vase. Kind of in that, reminds me of the blue willow design, right? And drilled top to bottom. At the widest, they are about 22.3, and length 26.5. We've got 6 of them available, $1 each. CD29. CD29. And I could keep going, but I want to rest my voice, y'all, I think a little bit. So I'm going to end on CD30 tonight. Plus, this spreadsheet is going to be very long anyway because of the way these lots go. Let me find something. Maybe we'll continue with more of these tomorrow if you all want. I've probably got enough to do maybe another show. Maybe not. Maybe I'll mix it up with some other things. What do I want to do last here? Okay. How about we end on these? These, it's going to be the one thing tonight, I think, that was not $1. These are going to be $5 each, and there are 2 of them available. These are much bigger, much more detailed. I think this is a good one to end on. It's these. Look at those. Lots of detail, lots of fruits in there, peaches, plums, looks like peaches and plums. Beautiful work on those. They're probably worth $10 each at least. These are 50 millimeters by about 18 at the largest point. Somewhere in there. 17.5, 18 by 50. CD 30, only 2 of them, $5 each. Those are really well detailed. And just think of what that would take to do in ceramics. I'm not there yet, I'll tell you that. I'm not there with my glazing work yet. So that's CD 30. We've sold 1 of those so far. We've got 1 left. If anybody would like it, 1 left. The smaller bag, these were in a giant bag. I guess I'm going to put them back in the giant bag. 30 is really, really nice, says Anne, right? Yes, it is. That's it's well done. There's enough space on that bead that doesn't feel too cramped. And it says 30 just looks like spring to me. Me too. Just beautiful. 1 of them left. Thank you so much. CD 30. $5. The only thing that was more than $1 tonight, right? I think that's it. Okay, let me flip this around real quick. Let's do our 30 lots tonight. Hi, everybody. Whoa! Whoa! Starting to pull on my, let me move this light. This light's pulling on that cord's pulling on this cord. All right. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. Mondays can be rough, y'all. I get it. So thank you so much for tuning in. We had a nice little group of AG Bead fam out here today. Donna says, thank you so much, William. You and the cats stay warm. I'm planning to. I don't want to have to go out tonight. I'm going to check on the cameras at the cottage to make sure the furnace is still burning. And as long as it's still going, I plan to hopefully be in for the rest of tonight. Probably working on some packing and shipping. Probably also taking a little time to chill out because it's been a little while. And it's been a very hectic few days with Andrew getting ready and trying to get things together for all that, for him to leave. So I think me and the cats might do some cuddling tonight after I do the spreadsheeting and invoicing. And I'm going to eat a salad and maybe some more lasagna. And I think I'm going to call it an easy night. Rest my voice and rest my body and just kind of chill out a bit. And says, enjoy your evening. Yes, chill out a bit. I think that's what I'm going to do. So thank you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Have an amazing evening, everyone. And I'll be back here with something tomorrow. If you want to do some more vintage Chinese ceramic, we might do more tomorrow. Andrew started gathering some things before he left. That was another thing he did. He started cleaning up the office here and gathering things. So I have some like micro-faceted stuff he gathered together. I have some loose stones he gathered together. Maybe we'll do a show of like combination loose gemstones and some of these loose vintage Chinese ceramic. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a friend. Thank you for all your love and support. We do appreciate it very much. And I'm going to go and whip up this spreadsheet and hang out with my cats. Have a great night, everyone. Bye now.